Podcasts, The Final Frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Chimera. Its continuing mission? To explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life, new civilizations, to boldly go where no podcast has gone before.
I'm digging the deep voice.
Yeah, I tried my best there. Dude.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeet.
All right, well, welcome to the Chimera Podcast episode whatever.
Episode 8, I think.
You should probably stop doing that. It's the chair squeaking.
The chair is squeaking.
Yeah, so what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about... So last night I was at this party, right? And I'm waiting for my girlfriend to show up. But I'm still there with all of my friends, right?
Yeah.
And they kept, like, they wanted me to put a pizza in the oven, and naturally, I'm drunk already. So I heat the oven up to 550 degrees.
Okay.
When pizza's supposed to go into 350. And then I go to put, like, some beer in the fridge, and I spill water all over myself. And then the oven, like, starts, I put a pizza in the oven, and it, like, caught, like, fire. And then I got, like, covered in water trying to put it out. And it was a bad time. I don't know why I went to that story. It was the first thing I thought of. Well,
you know, it's a filler. It's a good story, though.
Good filler, yeah.
See, it definitely... this is my gallon. But it definitely... the thing is, you can tell when Tyler actually does something because it just sounds like something that is only capable of Tyler's... if it's put in Tyler's hands. But, So I'm working on a video for the website, which will actually show performance of our computers.
That was a terrible transition. Like, there was no build up. There was no related content there. You just went straight from, like, me messing up to you're making a video. Go on. Sorry for interrupting.
This has a slight. This water that I'm drinking right now has a slight watermelon taste, and I don't know where it came from.
Oh, maybe Beelzebub poisoned it over the weekend.
He is turning red.
Dude, he is turning red. Beelzebub the demon.
It's also a succulent that we have growing out of a beer bottle. I found it growing out of the beer bottle on the side of the road, and I thought it was a weed, but we needed a pet for the office.
Because I get lonely.
So I just brought it in for Tyler, and it grew, and it keeps growing, and now it's massive. And there's an aloe vera plant growing out of part of it, and it's turning red.
It's held up by toothpicks right now.
Yeah, it got so big that it actually almost broke itself, so I zip-tied toothpicks to it.
Man, is it me or is it like 100 degrees in here today?
Oh, it is hot.
It's straight sweaty, man.
I think it's the humidity.
Yeah, probably.
All
it's
right.
Sticky.
But as I was saying, about sticky situations... You might find yourself in a very sticky situation when your computer can't render out your videos, which is something I come into contact with on a daily basis.
Because you use a crappy MacBook.
Because when I'm at cafes, I have a MacBook. And this MacBook I paid about $4,000 for. I had it absolutely maxed out, and it sucks. MacBooks suck. Unless you're like doing, normal casual stuff on it. For video editing, Apple has really just does not care about the professionals, even though they call it the MacBook Pro. That's why I am switching to a Lenovo ThinkPad with a Quadro in it.
Dude, I've been telling you to do this forever.
I haven't had the money.
Xeons and a Quadro, yes.
It's going to be glorious. But, so what I do is I have this maxed out MacBook. It's a 2014, and then I have a 2011 MacBook, which was maxed out, and then I have a brand new the new model that just came out with the scroll bar, 2017 model, and I have all of them, and then I have the Mac Pro, the big trash can thing.
Yeah.
And then, besides for that, I have my old computer, which is running dual Fire Pros, an i7 and 16 gigs of RAM. And then I have a Cerberus Gold, and I'm doing comparisons on the render speeds and the speeds of exporting your footage using the queue for Premiere. And then I'm also going to do speed tests on a ton of different graphic design and 3D rendering softwares and video softwares. So get ready for that. That's going to be a fun video where you get to see how terrible Apple really is at professional stuff. I mean, if you're doing 1080p, great, but if you're up in 4K or using raw footage, it's bad. And I'm doing that video because I was sitting trying to get my MacBook to not crash, and it just keeps crashing, and it makes me upset.
So last night, I was down at Lock 12, and when I came back, someone had stuffed a piece of pizza, the crust to pizza in the door handle of my car. So when I went to go open it, I got sauce on my fingers. But joke's on them, I still ate the crust. I was super hungry, so I was just like,
wow. For anyone who doesn't know, Tyler will almost eat anything that's not a vegetable.
Yeah, as long as I'm hungry, I'll pretty much just if it looks edible.
I feel like that's a great way to get diseases, though.
Hey man, I'm down with the sickness.
Disturbed. Great reference. Lock 12 is a place where you can jump off cliffs near where we live. Don't worry, you don't hit rock at the bottom, you hit water.
I think you're thinking of a different... Lock 12 is a place where, it
has the bridge.
No. I think that's Lock 11.
Oh, that's where I go.
Yeah, Lock 12 is, right across from Lock 11. When the dam's not flowing, you can go down into the basin of the river and walk around.
I've been there, and I jumped off it.
There is no cliffs. Where would you jump off into?
You have the dam.
You're going to jump off the dam?
Probably not.
You're out of your mind.
I'm thinking of Lock 11, but I have been to Lock 12, and I went fishing. That's where I went fishing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good place to go.
I think I was getting mixed up because you have that giant bridge in Holtwood, and then you have under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun place.
Yeah. Have you ever been to, Susie's Hole?
Yes.
I love Susie's Hole.
Me too.
Oh, boy.
But,
Did you see the trailer for The Last Jedi?
Amazing.
Oh my god, chills. Did you see the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront 2?
I have not.
Oh
but
my
I
God.
saw the cover art and the cover art's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so ready. Star Wars is pretty much the only thing that's keeping me from murking myself on a day-to-day basis because I have to see how the next trilogy ends.
It's true.
Yeah. It's all I've got to live for. So when a new trailer or something comes out, I immediately I've watched The Last Jedi trailer at least 10 times, just analyzing it. Looking for things I might miss. I just want to know what he means.
I do too. You want to know what really made me upset, though? She lands on that island that Luke has isolated himself on for no reason, too. Can we just talk about Luke just traveling to a random island in the middle of nowhere to live out his days, even though he's a freaking war hero?
He did that because I think what happened was he was trying to start a new Jedi Order, right? And it all went to hell, and Kylo killed all the younglings, and he blamed himself for it, so he went into isolation.
Father, like nephew.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, once you're somewhat kind of related to Darth Vader, you have to kill the younglings.
Dude, you have to kill the younglings?
No, not the younglings.
Not the younglings. This is where the fun begins.
I saw a parody of that, which was absolutely hilarious. I forget what it was, but it was just they pasted people's face onto it. It was beautiful.
Well, I saw this meme yesterday. It was which would win? 15 years of Jedi training, and it's a picture of Anakin or an old guy saying, "Do it." Emperor Palpatine. Yes. Do it. I love it. I love prequels are terribly written, but damn, they've got some lines.
Yeah.
Do it.
I feel like they're necessary to watch though at this point.
Yeah.
You have to watch them, but you don't have to enjoy them.
Ignore midichlorians.
Yes. Oh my god. And they look like clay. Anything that was animated in that, if you look back on it, it's just a weird clay looking creature.
Yeah.
There's no true structure to the droids either. But back in the day though, what made me upset though was everything used to be puppets.
Dude, movie magic, yeah.
And then they tried to go all animation before that technology was ready.
Yeah.
And even now, the new they're not, I guess they're just the new trilogy. It's not a prequel anymore.
No, it's the sequels.
Yeah, the sequels of the original trilogy. So because you watch the prequels, then you watch the original, and then you watch the prequels, then you watch what's the brand new one that just came out?
Episode 7.
No.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. Then you watch the original
4, 5, and 6, and then you watch 7, 8.
Okay, there we go. Getting confused. I'm a Lord of the Rings guy. I love Star Wars though.
I love Lord of the Rings too. My God. Dude, the soundtrack to that movie is just beautiful. Those movies.
Just gonna tell you, I've been to New Zealand multiple times because my uncle used to be a professor in New Zealand at one of their universities. That place. You go out into a field somewhere and you believe you're in Lord of the Rings. That's where they shot him, by the way. And in case anyone didn't know already, but it's amazing. They actually built those buildings. None of that was CGI, except for like some of the castles, parts of it, and some of the
probably the wide shots.
Yeah, the really wide shots. But you can actually visit where the hobbits were. You can really
wait. Is there actually a Shire? Like
yes.
My life isn't complete.
There's tours.
That's sick.
See, you have something new to live for.
Yeah.
You have to go, and you have to go on the tour.
I need to stop finding things to postpone my suicide. This is starting to get ridiculous here.
This is getting dark. This podcast is really dark, Tyler. There's some things that people didn't know about you popping up there. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get Tyler some help. Yeah. Well, I also found out that Tyler really doesn't like Gillette endurance. All right.
Like, you guys know that underarm deodorant that's literally just like goop, and you squirt it out and then you roll it on your underarms. That's gross. If you use that, offense intended, you're gross. That's nasty. Don't do that. Why would you want your armpits to feel like swamps? It's gross. Don't do it.
I'll let Ray know.
Yeah,
let Ray know you feel this way about him. Ray's the person who uses that, and I borrowed it, or Kenny borrowed it, and it's still in the office because Ray forgot to take it back to his house.
Hey, you think has Ray been here since you broke his chair?
Ray has not been here since I broke his chair. Ray brought in this chair that he loves, and me sitting on it for some reason snapped all of the rivets on it. I don't know how. I'm not that heavy.
Yeah.
And I destroyed his chair. Now it sits crooked and wiggles around. But Ray doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, no, we'll just say that it happened naturally.
Yeah.
Unless he listens to the podcast, but no one listens to the podcast.
Yeah, no one's even listening to this. And sorry again, guys, that we didn't really have any new news or any true content here, except for stories.
Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true. We did have Star Wars.
It's news as hell.
Speaking about
the news.
Speaking about Star Wars, the newest Battlefront, not the one that's coming out, but the Battlefront, amazing. It's still good. Graphics are still great. The only thing that I really didn't like was the Jedis were either too weak or too strong. There wasn't a good balance between them. And then they nerfed Darth Vader. And then he sucked. And then they unnerfed him. So they buffed him a little bit. And then he was too strong. And there's no good way to put Darth Vader because he has to be too strong because he's Darth freaking Vader.
Yeah.
And Luke I think might have gotten nerfed too.
Yeah. Did you see that the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 is there's not going to be a season pass?
That is
no DLC.
Free
DLC. No DLC. Titanfall 2 did it. You can do it too.
What I hate, speaking about that, we're finally getting, it's 14 minutes in and we're finally getting to some stuff. 420. Ooh, no, 14.
Oh my.
Okay. Woo. But yeah. But what I love now is people are realizing that the consumers really don't like the DLCs.
Yeah. It depends.
Some DLCs are necessary, especially if your game is gonna last longer than 2 years. But it sucks when I buy the normal game for $60 and I don't have $80 to spend on getting a new hero or a new gun, and everyone who has it is destroying me in every scenario. You know? I
always thought I liked the old Call of Duty way of doing it. I don't mind map packs. Map packs are cool. You don't have to include a hell of a lot of maps with a base game. And as long as you launch a game with a decent amount of maps, you're good. And then map packs are completely okay. But if you're adding on DLC that changes the entire multiplayer experience, or gives people an advantage over other people. I feel like that's all messed up.
Yeah, I like skins. Skins are cool. Crazy exclusive maps, as long as you have enough maps, are okay.
I think another one, like another good way to do it is like, okay, let's say you add something that changes the game a little bit, changes the multiplayer experience. Like in Rainbow Six, when they add new operators, you can still get the operators. You can earn the operators instead of just buying them. I think that's a great way to do it.
That's how Ray's doing it.
Yeah.
Which is taking forever, but
yeah.
It's one of those things where yeah, you can get it faster, but you can still, if you buy it, but you can still get it by earning it. You know, you can still work towards it, and I think that's the best way to go. It's just like freemium games on your phone. I hate that. I hate the freemium games because you get to the point where you're about to beat the game, or you get to the point where you're finally doing well, and then you have to pay.
Yeah. You know, I saw a really high level on Rainbow Six the other day.
Really?
503.
No way.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, seriously, you have to have 0 life to be over level 500 in that game. I'm pretty sure there's no level cap.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no level cap.
Ooh, I was playing with a guy who was using aimbot.
Really?
No joke.
Did you get battle-eyed?
Yes. During my game, I was playing on competitive, and I was playing, and this guy shot me through a window of a wall. He didn't break a hole in to see me. His guy, the kill cam is he's like walking, and then he turns, shoots through the window, and headshots me.
Oh, that's
and
nuts.
then he does it to everyone. He wasn't even like, you know how you have the script kiddies, who are the guys who don't write the script for the mod, but they just download it and then they can track heads, or they you know. Well, I guess what his was he was tracking the heads of the people through walls and stuff. It pops up as like a little X pretty much on your screen. And he wasn't even pretending like he wasn't. He would shoot through any wall that you can shoot through and kill you from across the map.
Oh, wow, that's nuts.
This guy was insane. And, yeah, he got battle-eyed. He killed my entire team the first round. Never saw any of us in person. He killed us while we were trying to get into the building.
I keep seeing, like, really funny names get battle-eyed. Like, the other day, I saw a guy called Battle-eyed get battle-eyed.
Really?
Yeah, like, I think people have made a game out of getting the funniest. Because, you know, when you get battle-eyed, it tells it to everyone in the game.
Yeah.
To, like, shame you. So people make their names funny things and then purposely get battle-eyed.
Yeah, I've always, like, I've never modded. I don't find the fun in modding multiplayer. I mod the heck out of single player games.
Oh yeah, of course.
But not multiplayer, mainly just because, you know, it's less fun when you know you can kill every single person and they can't do anything about it.
I mean, sometimes, like, if you're in a hyperactive game, like a game where everyone has, like, voice chat, sometimes it's fun to do it for reactions.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
If you are making a living out of it on, like, YouTube or something, then I can see you doing it just to screw with people. And then you have to make a million accounts, though.
Yeah.
With different names and stuff. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
Really. My subwoofer blew out in my car.
Didn't you just put that in?
No, I put a new one in. But my subwoofer I had for 3 years finally died. And I had a subwoofer in my garage that sat for 2 years that I got from free when I used to be an intern at a TV station. He was like 60 years old. He was one of the owners. Bought a car that had a subwoofer in it, and he didn't like the loudness of it. It hurt his ears, so he took it out. I asked him if I could have it, and he was like, "Yeah, just take it. I don't want it." And so it just sat in my garage for 2 years. Right when my sub blew, I knew it's time. It's time to bust this puppy out. And it's absolutely insane. It is insane. The subwoofer is insane.
Nice.
I had a 13.5 JL audio speaker, and now this one's a kicker, but it's a L5 10-inch, and it bumps hard.
I'm hoping to get, I'm taking my car to Weeby in a couple weeks to get new panel speakers, and then you know how I've got the sub mounted on my back dash?
Yeah.
I'm getting 2 12-inch subs in my trunk. This is going to be nice.
Nice. Yeah, you're going to be able to bump pretty
Yeah,
hard.
but I have to get a new battery for it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it takes up a ton of, like, getting all of the new, like, panel speakers and the subs takes up a ton of energy, and my car will die.
I have, what is it? two alternators. One alternator powers the sound system, and the other one charges the battery. Obviously, the battery is still being used for the sound system, but that takes off a lot of stress for it. But that's the expensive option, just having another battery. It might be cheaper.
No, it's just basically just get a bigger battery.
Yeah.
Bigger battery, because my alternator already has a higher output than it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If my wiring system, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna catch my car on fire the way I did.
Yeah, why not?
But what I did was I have a stealth box, and I couldn't take it off. I have to actually get it like taken off professionally because I can't reach the mounts unless I jack my car up, and it mounts from under my actual car, and so I cut the wire, stripped it, stuck the wires together, and electrical tape.
Yeah, no, that's not safe, dude.
It's not safe.
Chicks dig flaming cars anyway, so
yeah,
that's how you get. That's how you get the ladies.
When your car rolls up and it smells like it's on fire, women know it's just like, wow, he's a badass.
They call it the panty moistener.
Ooh, wow. I didn't know that. How to use that? Use that
smell of burnt electrical cords is the panty moistener.
I feel like most of this podcast has to get cut out.
No, it'll be fine. I'll just censor some things.
All right, but yeah, it's subwoofers are one of those things where if you have a normal sound system, add a small sub or a big sub, doesn't matter.
Add the biggest sub you possibly can.
True, because you can always dim it, but you can only make it loud to a certain extent.
Yeah, the vibrations will make women moist.
What besides for what Tyler is saying, you can really feel the music.
Yeah.
You can it's such a different experience when you can it's like almost like when you listen to music live, you can feel the waveforms just like hitting you, the vibrations and everything. It's just like that, and it adds so much more depth to your music experience. And if you don't have gaming like a sound system for gaming, if you're only using a headset, try not using a headset and getting gaming speakers or watching movies with gaming speakers, because if you get one with a sub, it changes the experience.
Yeah,
entirely.
It almost kind of feels like you're in a movie theater.
It does. It's at the craziest thing is visual arts are they are incomplete if you don't have very good audio quality.
Yeah.
That's another thing with people who want to be filmmakers who don't realize that they can buy the best camera and then they cheap out on the audio and no one likes it because the audio is so bad. I always notice that with short films and stuff. They're like, oh, we want to shoot it on a red weapon. And for you guys who don't know, that's like a $40,000 camera.
Isn't it like 12K?
Yeah, it is. And it can shoot slow-mo. It's pretty crazy. It came out. It's like the newest version just came out, but they're like, let's get a red weapon and then let's get a Rode NTG1, which is a good mic. But if you're paying $40,000 for a camera and then you get a $200 microphone, there's a problem there. You don't have the depth that you need, So that's one of the things. Audio is very, very important for any visual art. Ever. And that includes video games. And if you want to sound whore and you want to catch people's footsteps, having a great headset or a great audio system is the best way to do that. Especially if you have the mics set up where they're supposed to be and you can hear what side the footsteps are coming from, or if it's coming from behind you or whatever. That's how you know you got it right. Because once you're able to hear footsteps, you're able to be a 10 times better gamer.
Oh, of course, yeah. If you're not sound whoring, you're not going to be good.
Yeah, that's kind of, especially in something like
Rainbow Six or Counter-Strike, you need to be able to hear exactly what direction they're coming from and how close they are.
Having my Turtle Beaches, I have to replace them because I've had them for almost 8 years now, and the mic is dead on it. Everyone always complains. I'm using a webcam mic while I play, but the mic, the freaking speakers are great still.
Yeah.
And I was playing Counter-Strike, and I can't tell you how many times that has saved me. Mm-hmm. I hear them coming from behind me, and I whip around. I'm able to get them before they come around the corner. Or I'm able to hear them, and I know where they're coming from behind the smoke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's also nice.
I don't mess with smoke anymore, no. The hell with that. I don't. Glass scares me. I'm scared to. If you throw a smoke somewhere, I'm just gonna sit in a corner. I don't want to mess with Glass. I don't want to see him. I don't want to be near him. I don't want to get killed by him. I just leave him alone.
That's why when I'm playing as Ash, I always use smoke because people are so afraid of smoke now that I'm able to sneak past, or I'm able to get murdered in a flurry of gunfire trying to shoot Glass.
That's my favorite way to go down in Rainbow Six. Like I hate when like if I just randomly get like headshot and I go down, I'm pissed. But like if I go down like swinging, like we've got like a firefight going on, I love that feeling.
It's awesome. It's like you did your part. Even if you only wounded someone, but then you see like 3 kills and you get the assist for all of them.
Yeah.
I had that happen one time. Oh, this is a great Glass story. I am playing, you know that, I forget which map it is, but I forget the name. I know which map it is. But it's the map where it has that dome area with all the windows where Glass just shoots through and kills people.
Oh, it's, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called, though.
Yeah, well.
The bank?
No, it's not bank. It's where the dock is.
Shipyard.
Yeah, shipyard. Well, I'm in the room where all the windows are, but I'm playing as Castle. And Glass snipes 2 of my teammates who are in that room, but I'm like right where the window is. There's this one area that's like looks like it's still under construction. Mm-hmm. Well, and you can blow out the walls, but if you barricade the walls, they can't get in from there. And I just sit right behind where he can't see me. If I peek out a little bit, he can. But Glass always shoots through, kills 2 guys, and jumps through that window. And I just like sit there, and right when he comes around the corner, I'm like, pop up with my shotgun and kill him. And then no one knows where I am. Because I switched, like, right after shooting him, I switched to my pistol. I have a laser sight on my shotgun. So I switched to my pistol, and I just sit back. And then if no one's coming, I reload my shotgun, and I just wait. And more people come through. I killed Sledge and Glass within, like, under a 15-second time frame because of that.
I was playing on Cafe the other day, and I was playing as Caveira. And I was lurking, of course, because that's how you play Caveira. And all 3 of their guys decided to come in through the same window.
Yes.
The window that I'm sitting right next to. So I see the wood break. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And he comes in, doesn't even look left at me, keeps going, and then another one jumps in. And I'm like, oh shit. And he keeps going, and then the third one jumps in. So I peg the first 2 with my shotgun. The last guy turns around, and I start lighting him up with my pistol. And then I interrogate him, and in like 5 seconds, the other 2 are dead because they got revealed. It was a good time.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I felt like it's the only good round I've ever had with Caveira.
I never play as her because I'm trash with her. I always try to. Every time I try to interrogate one person, who normally is down by a frost trap, I never normally down people for some reason. I always end up killing them with Caveira.
I'm great at putting down frost traps. I always seem like, I don't know. While I'm playing, I always think about where could I put down a frost trap. Like where would be like a place that people commonly walk but wouldn't look for a frost trap. So I just tend to find like really nice places that are like high traffic to mess people up on.
Nice. I always just get down with I always try to down people. I always end up killing them with Caveira, and then when I try to interrogate a down person, I end up getting killed before I can. Mm-hmm. It's awful. I'm just garbage with her. But me and Castle are just having so much fun together. That, and I've started playing as Sledge, and you've seen me play as Sledge.
Yeah, you picked up Sledge hard.
This is my second time ever playing with Sledge, and I took out practically the entire team. So what I did was, I shot through a window, and this guy comes back to return fire, take him out, bust through a window, even though I see 2 people. I threw a smoke, bust through the window, or someone else threw a smoke, I think. I bust through the window, I crouch, 2 guys come out from a corner, start shooting at me. I headshot the one, the other one backs down. I throw a grenade, injure him, he starts to run, kill him, and then the last 2 are coming, and my teammates picked them off. But I had this 3-kill streak, and it was beautiful. It was glorious. I won the last kill, but my teammates, they wanted to feel useful. Tyler, you were having a really bad day.
I was having a really good day the other night. I sent we've got a Chimera Squad group chat on Facebook, and I sent pictures. I went what was it? I went 8-0.
Yeah.
Because I was straight backpacking my entire team. It felt great. I've been going in. I've decided I still use Blackbeard, but I don't use them as much. I go in with Glaz. I go in with Jaeger. Any 3-speed operator, I'm really good with because that's what I like to do. I like to be mobile. I like to be out there. I don't like to. I can't. I'm not a great defensive player. I like to take the battle to the enemy. Mm-hmm. So I think that's my play style. We're about to hit. We are over 30 minutes.
This is the longest podcast yet.
I think this is a lot. Yeah. No, longest podcast is 31 minutes. But by the time we finish up our outro, we should be good. So don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Don't forget to check out the Chimera Squad Twitch channels. Gingy has a set stream schedule, and I'm currently modifying mine because I didn't stick to it. Hayden should be setting a stream schedule eventually.
Yeah.
We'll be streaming most of our practices at random. Don't forget to check out our website. The Chimera blog has a lot of good content. We also sell computers in case you didn't know that. So if you ever need a computer, check that out too. We'll love you long time. Don't forget to check out our Twitch sponsors page, Captain Sugar Spice. She's currently not going to be streaming until the beginning of May because she's doing her convention runs, but she still has some past broadcasts you can watch, and they're very enjoyable. She's great at art, and she plays some video games. And, yep, I think I covered it all.
Ooh, wait. In case you actually stuck through to the end, I would just like to say we are revamping our website, and if there are any changes, comment them down below if anyone actually watches this.
Yeah.
And we'll put it into the list of things we need to do. We really want to make it a more intuitive website that you guys like. All right, well...
wait, one more thing. Also, I plan on throwing all of our podcasts up on SoundCloud soon, so if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/Chimera Computers. There will be a link in the description of this podcast, and for those of you on YouTube, don't forget to check out our SoundCloud. There will be a link in the description of this video.
All right, well, have a nice day or night.
Or afternoon or morning or whatever time it is where you are when you're watching this. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.